To the currency markets then, and after a disappointing session last week, the euro has recovered today, but the eurozone crisis is far from over and investors remain wary of long positions in the single currency. Meanwhile, the Indian rupee has consolidated against the dollar, hitting a one-week highs today after posting record lows last week. Nearly 2% of a rebound is what you can see in the Indian rupee after those record lows of 56.40 in the previous week. Friday saw 0.5% of a gain, and today more than 0.25% of a gain is how we have seen the rupee close on. Vijay, what's your sense? Where's the rupee headed for this week?
Manisha, I think the 56 level that we tested recently should act as a barrier on the rupee for declines. I would watch the 55.05 levels for signs of support in the absolute near term. Should that be violated or overcome, I think the rupee can appreciate further to maybe 54.65 levels. But I would still say that this is a healthy technical correction at best, and the trend has not yet reversed for long USD short INR.
Vijay, also how about the euro? Because while it's off two-year lows, do you think there's some consolidation support coming in for that one?
I would think so, yes. I think 1.21 is what I would watch at this point in time. And on the other hand, I would watch out for 1.21 on one side and 1.29 on the other. Although that's a fairly liberal range, I think the volatility might just go up in the coming couple of trading sessions before stability returns again. And that's the kind of range I'm looking at.
Vijay, also about the dollar index, how does that look to you? Because we did see levels beyond 82.5, and since then there has been a decline. Do you think we're done with the rally for the near term?
In the absolute near term, counting sessions on your fingertips, maybe. I think 82.45 is what I would look at on the US dollar index. Should it actually overcome that, then the upthrust is on all over again. I don't think over the medium to long term the US dollar index has done moving on the upside. And in case of declines now, I think 81.40 is what I would look out for as a sign of support.
Vijay, while we have seen nearly 12% or 13% of a decline for the USD INR in last 3 months, how is it looking on charts for the coming 3 months now? I mean, there's a lot of people who are working with 52 kind of levels or 58 kind of levels. What's a closer or tighter range that you would have in mind?
In case the rupee appreciates, I would not take it amiss to see 53.5 levels, give or take maybe 20 to 30 paise here or there. On the upsides, I think 58 is stretching it. I think going to 58, I might just get tempted. Looking at the dynamics of price and open interest at that point in time, I might just get tempted to basically short the USD and go long INR. But that's at 58. And should the rupee appreciate, it could actually surprise a lot of people because the depreciation has been fairly rapid. So when profit taking comes in, I think 53 might sound jarring, but that can happen.
Okay. We have been talking about RBI's various steps that they have taken. Of course, today has been an announcement of what they plan in sense of debt buying in this week as well. But does it surprise you that, Vijay, that after so many steps that RBI has taken, and we have seen so many of their physical market interventions as well, rupee really hasn't taken much cue from that?
I agree with you, Manisha. I think what the RBI is doing is probably, now that's a gut feel, is saving the best for the last. Not that there is too much by way of leeway available, but I have a feeling they're saving the best for the last. And my guess is it'll probably come in and intervene a lot more proactively once the rupee sinks below the 56 levels, and it's not likely to basically come in and deplete its supply of dollars at this point in time. So let's wait and watch.
One final question, and this one again is on the Indian rupee itself. Vijay, we've been depreciating quite fast into the Indian rupee, but the commodity markets also have been selling like that. To the commodity currencies then, and we haven't touched them in the longest while, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar also have continued to decline. The month of May really hasn't been so good for the high-yielding currencies. Do you see that turning around?
I think so, yes. I think in the absolute near term, your commodity currencies are looking, if they haven't already reached oversold levels, they're looking like they're approaching those oversold levels. So the month of June might just see stability or even some upthrust coming into these currencies. I would not like to initiate shorts at this point in time on these currencies at all.
All right, Vijay, thank you so much for joining us with your sense on all of those currencies. So watch out for euro between 1.21 to 1.29, and the Indian rupee, while seems to be taking a breather, it's 2% off from the record lows of 56.40. But there still are lots of concerns, and the rupee continues to be under pressure for the near term.